early because I want to get my stuff set up real quick so I can like see everything and yeah. Here we go. You guys doing all right? Leoden escalators, Traxxas. This frame, show me this frame. All right, let me see. I don't know who Leoden escalator is. Hopefully he doesn't do too much more because I'll have to give him the boot. Start off this one nice. I do want to say, Mir, you're on here early, buddy. Now, I do want to say something. I know I've been talking about the Beat the Creek to Rocktober and all that, but as things worked out, the haul and crawl is half the distance. We're talking like 7 hours closer to me. So I made the decision to go there. That's at the Cherokee Rock Village. So that's where I'll be this weekend. So I just had to look at, you know, everything, you know, driving all that. Whole flapping lips. I agree. We'll have to see if he does anything more. I like Traxxas, so I like Arma, so I'm not a fanboy of either one of them. But I've been driving the Armas a lot. Oh, man. What's up, Major Roads? Brian Young. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna... Hello. Steve C. Hey, buddy. What's happening, man? Good morning. I almost started this out with a good morning just because hopefully one day when I do get to retire, this will be my morning. Wake up at 7 p.m., you know, relax. Yeah, that'd be awesome. DSM. I ordered some stuff from DSM. I fattened my inner fender from Scorched RC for the little Senton. Got that in. Kind of started that video. Did a little bit of the cut there. I'll cut this on video and cut this one out. Just wanted to start prepping for that video. DSM. Hopefully you guys can see this right here. This right here. This is actually a servo on axle mount for the Element solid axle trucks from DSM Off-Road. Check them out right there. Got a super smooth website. And I say that because I talked about it earlier this year, but then taxes all changed and everything like that. So I'm hoping for January 1st to actually have that website I've been talking about for a while to actually get that going. So if I can get that going, then Vidavon and whatever dealer I happen to be at that time will be on there. I'll probably list like some of the takeoff parts and pieces super cheap just to get them out there for you guys that need takeoff stuff. But let me see. Let me get back to the comments right here. If not, I'll be talking for 30 minutes and won't see anybody's comment. Discovery RC, what's up, buddy? Mike Bird, hey, buddy. Cyclone RC, hey, buddy, how you doing? Have you done video on BFG KM3s? Yes, I have. That would be... You're talking about what I have on the Rebelcon? The KM3s? If you're talking about those, my thoughts on those is that they're good for dry, sticky terrain. Once you get them wet or in the dirt, they generally fall off worse than the crawlers. That's my thoughts on those here in Florida, if those are what you're talking about. Track work video was cool. Man, on that track work video, it was kind of one of those things where I didn't really want to record it, but I was like, this might be interesting. Somebody might be interesting. So I tried to show as much of it as I could, and I kind of think the video turned out pretty well, in all honesty. Thank you for the comment on that. Bad Billy 420, what's up? Austin Thrill Kill. Hey, Joe, I just ordered the Hobby Power 633 for my LMT. I have never run the 633. I've not had that one. I generally try to stay with the raw 500s on my monster trucks, just because I know the gear train is top notch. I know it's top notch. All that. Steve N, I was hoping to see you, because that last 12S run that I did with the Losi 5, well, the time is due. It's time for me to start doing this. I ordered from A-Main a brand new spur gear, because I'm hoping to quiet the thing down a little bit. A brand new spur gear, Losi pinion gear as well. I ordered the 23 tooth. So I've got brand new gears to go in it. It's time to get the MGM system in it as well. So I gotta find time to start tearing into that one. But when I do, I'll be looking for you. I mean, and you had it set up on a DBXLE before, so I'm assuming motor rotation is just simply swap a couple wires. It should be already set up, I'm assuming. Hopefully it will. That was cool to see that message. All right. Anyway, chainsaw, man, you're here. Whoa. You fell out of a tree, chainsaw? I'm assuming your fingers are working at least. You're talking on this. You're alive. That's a good thing. Hopefully it was a soft landing on a big cloud of pillows. Man, I haven't fell out of a tree since I was a kid. And that was at least 76 years ago. Northern Indiana is a lot of mud and wet. In the mud and wet like that, man, I would look at the Ot 6 KLR M's. That's a really aggressive tire, and it hooks up really good. Justin, Countryman, Chronic, RCA Joe, want to say thanks for all the videos. Talk about the GT5 trim. Dude, I love the GT5. Look, a guy messaged me about it. He found the GT5 on Walmart. Okay, they were selling it. It's amazing what you can actually order through Walmart. $45. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome. I found it again. It was like $56, $57. Still cheaper than Amazon. Tyler Lang, what's up, buddy? Landis, when is the Centon getting Vidavon? I don't think Vidavon makes anything for the Centon, but I will show you what it is getting. The 4S diffs. I opened up this one right here, and in all honesty, they're shimmed really tight. So I kind of changed the shims around a little bit to loosen them up. I'm not planning for big power in the Centon. I'm just looking for a good quality drive. And if I'm running like a 2S or something, I need the diffs to, you can kind of hear it. It's got plastic diffs, and it's got a lot of rolling resistance to it. So hopefully I can free that up with these right here and add a little bit of durability. I mean, if the plastic gears are holding up, these are the nice CNC ones, the nicer CNC off of A-Main. So if the plastic gears are holding up, this should hold up really well, right? I hope. Addicted to RC, what's up, buddy? About 20 feet. Ooh. Dude, 20 feet's a long way down, man. Dislocated a finger. Well, at least you didn't break something. Number 11. Come on, let's go, guys. Oh, yeah. All right. Indiana. Nice. Got two of us on here. Nice. All right. Chris Johnson. Did you see your YouTube channel? Yeah, if you guys have YouTube channels, man, comment. Tell everybody to go check it out. Give you a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, you know. That way, you can kind of spread the love a little bit. I have an Axial bomber with rift axles and leading and trailing on Mickey Thompson. Vass. Okay, Vass, you got a heck of a built bomber. So, and I'm assuming the bomber transmission and all has got to be lighter. So I guess she was going for lightness on that as far as the chassis goes. The Baja X tires. Yeah, I got something coming up for that. Channel members already have the video. I believe the channel members have the video. If not, it'll be up tonight for them. You guys must be looking at my vehicles back here or something. Mickey Thompson's right here. These have the squid inserts in them, the printed inserts. Look at that. And the video that I did on this is about tire compression, hitting obstacles, dropping off of stuff, and a couple climbs, okay? It's all about tire compression. And the reason I did this video is hopefully I'm able to show it like what I meant to show it. I'm kind of questioning that. But the thing is, my thoughts are, if you hit a rock and the tire conforms to the rock, it doesn't travel to the heavy axle, thus it doesn't travel to the suspension, and it doesn't travel to the chassis. Now, there's a lot of factors at play here, but if you can stop the shock load, if you can stop the mass and momentum, you can stop it right here, then my thoughts are you're going to have a smoother ride, faster ride, and possibly more traction. I will tell you, I like these tires though. I had the, I've still got the Power Hobby tires, and I think the tires have a lot of potential, but they're really held back by the foam setup and all that. So they're really held back by that. I think a set of these inserts, these are the squid inserts in here. I really think those would help those tires out a lot, but I don't really want those to be a crawler tire. I want those to be kind of like a basher tire. Put on something and go have fun. So that's kind of my goal on that one. So anyway, all my nice shiny stuff. All right, let's get back to the comments here. All right, I messed with the parameters and some of the MGME, so it should be mostly set up. There's a ton of adjustments on that thing. Yeah, Steve, I think you sent me a link. I think you sent me a link to that where I could put the program on the computer and adjust all that. More power and more problems. Leoden, I don't know about you, buddy. That's great. My slash forward Max. Mamba Max Pro. Well, Landis, I gotta tell you, buddy, Mamba Max Pro that hasn't been made in a while, you probably got your money's worth out of that thing. Oh, some of the MGMs, that should be most of them. Good deal. So, Steve, you think it'll be set up well enough that I can put into the Losi 5, TLR 5, and have a good time? What KV motor was that? Do you remember what KV motor that is? Bill, will it be charging up batteries for Beat the Creek? Yeah, buddy. Bill, have a good time, man. Hey, you guys that go to Beat the Creek, post up your pictures and stuff on Exocaged RC, the Facebook group. I kind of want to see how that one's set up. I keep saying Beat the Creek. It's Rocktoberfest. I want to get the Forester one, Vendetta, Infraction, and Big Rock for sure. Now, these were like $70 or something like that. These are the nicer ones with the metal, the higher end metal. The difference in price was about $15. I'm thinking, well, may as well throw down and get the best ones they offer, right? But anyway, that should pretty much bulletproof that truck. I mean, I'm not planning to put any real power into it. That's it, sitting right up there, actually. Oh, let's get it up. Got to get my stuff go. Let me see here. I probably missed some of your comments here, but I see. Remind me where to get the squid inserts. They're on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Facebook. In any of my squid insert videos, I put their Facebook link. That's how you got to buy from them. I don't believe they actually have a website yet. Steven, how does the motor and ESC stack up, Max 4Ys? The MGM ESC is larger, but it's obviously more open. Hopefully it can take the beating and all that, because I'm going to drive the thing. I'm going to jump it. But the motor, I think, is smaller diameter, but longer. So it can kind of reach in there a little longer, a little further. Stock foam. All right, let me see here. What's your thoughts on the Vanquish VS410 crawler kit by B. Flinch? Great crawler kit, man. The Vanquish stuff is good. I have two Vanquishes, and they're both top quality trucks. I like them. Proline Pro X versus the Tusk. My thoughts on that, this is by John Shaw, is that the Tusker are going to be better for more of a dry rock, and the Pro X will be better for more ruddy, muddy, dirty stuff. Metal bead locks. Let's see. I think around 800 kV. Ooh, 800 kV? That thing's 875? I got a 680 kV in there. That's, oh man, that thing's going to fly. I probably should have got a smaller pinion than 23 too, shouldn't I? I'm fine with like 56 miles per hour on the thing. I don't need any more. M-Dub 303, what's up? All or none RC. Just did the whole video build on BRXL. I really need to get one of those, but I got competition projects going. And I still got the one, like the Amazon version going. I thought I got my new portal gears. I got some 1520 overdrive portal gears. They did not fit the 10.3 rear axle housing. So I went back to A-Main and I ordered the 1323 and the 1422 or 1421 or something like that. No, the 1322 and 1421s. So I could get some overdrive to try to match it up, or try to reduce the overdrive. Let me get that right. I've been vending at BTC. Yeah, as far as the anti-foams go, even though they show sold out, go ahead and order them. They usually ship within the week. Listen, Lipo, what do you think the best upgrade to help with torque twist on my Axial early Bronco? That will be a rear sway bar. And that is very similar to my 10.3. I've got a rear sway bar on my 10.3, and I've got a printed mount that I forget who made that file for me, but it bolts up using the 4 bolts. Really nice setup. I can't remember. Maybe it was Spare Time Hobbies that made the file and made the mount and all for me. But a rear sway bar is what you need to take care of that. Captain Koozie. Do metal rims on off-road models cause stress to the motor? Leodin, okay, great question. Anytime you put added weight on the wheels and tires, yes. Your acceleration takes more amps. Your braking takes harder, takes more. The motor turns into a generator when you hit the brakes. So the ESC has to dissipate that so you can have more heat right there. This is why on the really large vehicles, a lot of guys, they'll keep the mechanical brakes and they won't use the motor as a brake. But yeah, they always do, especially on the faster vehicles like the X-Max I've got up there. Yeah, that's kind of a stressful vehicle right there. My Creighton 8S is about to become a permanent 12S, and it is going to possibly be one of the most, I'm not bragging, possibly one of the most expensive Creighton 12S's on the planet. It's getting full everything, Vidavon. Max 4, 560 kV, Beast 1000 servo. It's getting everything, including metal wheels. Okay, back to you guys here. Chris Johnson. All right, good deal about it. I have an idea if you need some extra content. If you had people send me, Vast Discovery, I did that a couple times, and really shipping is expensive, and the shipping is kind of the issue. And if you're going to send me a truck, I'm going to add some scratches to it, I'm going to look it over. If I see something that needs to be messed with or adjusted, with your permission, I might actually make the adjustment, or something like that. But anyways, it's just kind of one of those things. I mean, you build a big truck, you're talking $1,000 RC going through the mail to some dude on the internet so he can drive it in his backyard and make you a video, JD's RC, do you have any damage to the homestead? Oh, as far as Hurricane Ian goes, that was all down south, buddy. And I'm glad it was, man. They got destroyed. Sanibel Island, I believe, is about 1/3 the size it was. At least some pictures I saw today. And, buddy, they got destroyed. It was basically I really don't want to say this, but let's just say it was a really bad hurricane. I don't want to give it a comparison to another storm that's very well known in the past. I don't want to go that far with it, but it was a devastating storm, and it came in, I want to say, way lower, like 60 miles lower than where it was all predicted to go in, and that didn't help. But anyways, I'll leave all that alone. I'm not a meteorologist. Spring on the driver's rear. Anti-foams or dual stage pro line for my new SCX6 Honcho. Jim's hobbies, go with anti-foams. You can also look at the steady foams. They're a nice upgrade for about half the price. I believe it's steadyfoam.com or steady.com or something like that. Anyway, those are actually pretty decent foams, and I've done videos on those. They kind of stiffen it up, but they still allow the tire to absorb. You get a little bit of tire roll with them. On my SCX6 right now, I've got the anti-foams in the front and the steady foams on the back. Get the accuracy, but the back can roll a little bit, makes it easier to rip donuts. Glenn Watson, what's up, buddy? Jim's I'm going to finally put a Max 8 GT23 in the sledge. Very nice. Not sure if I want the stock spur pinion set up first or go right to the 1820 46. Give it Addicted. Put the stock gears on it and see how you like it. The Vidavon spur gear is 50 tooth. The stock gearing is 52 tooth. I'm running, heck, I don't know. I think I'm running 1852 or 1850, I think is what's on mine. It might be 1650. But then again, most of the time I only run 4S. And when is the DBXLE going to drive again? The DBXLE, Steven, great question, buddy. I just spent $450 on some tires, wheels from Taylor RC in the UK. I believe they're supposed to be here tomorrow. They were shipped DHL. Now, I looked at the big blingy wheels, the ones that were like just the rubber is like this thick and it's all tread and all that. As awesome as those are, I need my tires to absorb and take some hits. So I went with the Max pins or whatever it is. They're like supposedly about this tall. So that it's got the 4-lug hubs that go on there. So the wideners and all come off. So hopefully I can bring it back down close to stock width. Hopefully they assured me it'll take everything. It'll take everything I can give them. So for $450, I sure hope so. What's the matter? Power finally restored. RC Mad Labs, you finally got your power on, man. It tore you guys up down south, buddy. I'm not sure if you were down south or up in Virginia or North Carolina when it hit again. Leoden Escalar, you are right. They got hit bad. Real bad. Or have people pay shipping for the reason. Vast discovery. The thing is, the way this has to work, and I'll go ahead and explain how that has to work, is you got to pay the shipping both ways. Okay? Then I'm going to show the truck right up there where you guys look at every day. I'll do the table part where I show it, go through it, give my thoughts on it. I mean, my thoughts could be, oh man, this is absolutely wonderful, or like, you know what? Let's go see what it can do. Kind of something like that. I mean, I don't know yet. Shiny forehead. But, and then we'll go give it a drive. I've got the dirt hills. I've got all that kind of stuff like that. I mean, I can't guarantee you that it won't get scratches. Hopefully nothing actually breaks. Kind of stuff like that. That's one of the issues with it. Mike Morrow, what's up? Daniel Curtis, hey buddy, you're welcome for that. Thank you for watching. Best shocks for deserts, trucks, SBR, and LMT. I think the LMT, the best one, are the Proline shocks, the 5-inch shocks for those. In fact, I've got 2 sets of them I need to put together on one of my LMTs. The desert trucks, that's going to be depending on the vehicle, man. Shock length, size, all that stuff. Landis, holy cow, you remember my 7700 kV motor? I don't even have that motor anymore, buddy. But that thing was kind of wild in that crawler at TRX4, wasn't it? I think I showed in that was a long time ago. I think I showed to where that motor was so out of place that, and I think I had a Mamba Max Pro in it at the time, I could bump the throttle and the motor wires would jump. So it was not the happiest in that vehicle at all. Do I have any future plans for Creep 6? I might put something in it. I don't know. Man, that or just take it for a drive. Steve N, that's a lot of dough for tires. Yeah. The Method RC Terraforms. I haven't heard of those, but send me a link to those. I'll check those out. Because maybe the Losi 5 might need some help with that 875 kV MGM Leonard motor. Come on, 70, watching on 34 likes. Man, 83 and 42 now. DX5 Rugged or the Fly Sky GT5? Fat Line Bulls. Me, personally, I like the GT5. There are guys around here all the time, they run the DX5 and love it. There are guys that say the Rugged is junk. There are guys that say the Fly Sky is junk. It depends on your preference, you know. But me, I really like the Fly Sky GT5. Plus, I ordered my receivers, like 4 of them at $78 or $80 off of Amazon. I order them 4 at a time. I got 4 new ones in, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and I got to order 4 more. Yeah, I got, man, that GT5. One of the reasons I like the GT5 is, I'll show you this right here. Now, you guys know that when I'm doing my videos, I'm literally camera over here, radio right here. I'm driving and I'm talking there all at the same time. And the ergonomics for me, the GT5 is just so good. It really, really is. I really liked it. The ergonomics, I can drive one-handed with this all day long. Done that many times. That's one of my reasons for the GT5. The signal strength seems to be good. It has, in my opinion, the best gyro setup on the market. Everything is adjustable right from the transmitter. That's just my thoughts on it. And if you look in my descriptions, I usually link one up down below on Amazon. Nick Daniel, what's up? Jeremy R, what's up, buddy? Did you receive my email? The picture of the tracks says UDR body. Maybe I can get some tips from you with shock weight. Jeremy R, I might have your email in there. I should send Joe some hookers, body hooker kits for review. Oh man, that's a good one. Morton Ace, what's up, buddy? Pro catch a bad with it. Yeah, man, I'm good. I was way far away from it. The HPI 5B, I don't have an HPI 5B. That one I don't have. I'm sure somebody does around here. Mike Debris, you get my email for the Centon wheels? Yeah, you did. You did send that to me. I personally don't have any reason to actually change tires yet because the stock ones are really, really good right now, you know. So my buddy Jim Watt is calling. He owns the Barbarian Scaleplex, and it was flooded pretty bad. But anyways, GT7, Craig. I had a GT7. I messed with it, and I actually sold it. I didn't even make a video on it, which is crazy. I know. Brian Button. Man, I got this. I got a file from Thingiverse, and that's how I print these. It was just a file off of Thingiverse, and I haven't been to Thingiverse in quite a while to even look for the files anymore. What kind of receivers? Yeah, those are. Let me see here. These are the FlySky Gt5 receivers right here. They are the FSBS6. I guess that's what it is. You're not gonna be able to see this, I know. But anyways, BS6, yeah, I believe it is. But anyway, those are right there. They are typically around $20 a receiver. Heck, I might have. My God, I don't even want to look at how much money I might have in receivers right now. Jeez, I might have $600 in receivers. RCDC, dude, thank you. Appreciate that. What's good, brother? Do Vidivon make parts for the Sun Colossus? I do not believe they make anything for the Sun trucks. What is your most favorite RC of all time? Man, it's going to sound odd, but I would have to go with possibly the most worldwide recognized RC the planet's ever seen. It's going to sound odd. Maybe my brain isn't thinking right tonight, but I'm thinking the Clodbuster by Tamiya. Yes, Ayak Master. I did see the EX. That's David. He's local. He's working on the wall, putting a big Exoplex on the wall back there. So, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Every time I do the wall, because I'll do a lot of track videos, and that's gonna be right there. So, and the boards up top, I'm gonna figure that out, but I'm thinking about putting some banners up there. Michael Afton at the East Coast Championship. Hey, buddy. Going back there this weekend for the haul and crawl. Jimmy Bailey. What's up, Joe? I want to get down on a Sunday noon and crawl you. Thanks for the crane content. Well, Jimmy, I'm here almost every day. It's not worth the big long drive, depending on where you're at. I mean, I don't know how far away you are. Do you have a 1/18th scale 1 RC? I do not have a 1/18th racing car. I am planning to get the Traxxas TRX4M though. As soon as I can get my hands on one, I'll get one. And I'll probably end up going with all the options on it, of course. Addicted. So yeah, you said you had the Raminator ordered for January or something like that. It comes with a GT5. That's a full GT5 too. 20 models, everything. It's awesome. I still have a GT5 in my Raminator. Mr. Tyler Ling, I do not believe Vidivon has anything for the Slash. Have you tried micro receiver for the GT5? I have not tried any kind of micro receivers. Sometimes when I got to fit things in, I can try to decase them. I've done that a few times, but I don't know that I get much smaller than this. Mom's Crawlers and Cauldron. Have you seen the purple Trill aluminum limited edition parts for the LMT? I have not, but I have seen some purple from Vidivon that was just beautiful. Really beautiful. Landis, will you put a Max 8 in? I will not, buddy. My Clodbuster, even though it does have lots of lights and stuff on it, it's got the Crawford CPE servo on axle mounts. It's got those. It actually has a stock motors in it. I put some better brushed motors in it, and I was worried about busting up the body out. This has got to be a showpiece. I've even got the billet wheels on the thing from eBay. I actually bought those. I was third in super. Oh, yeah. I'll be at that location this weekend for Crawling Hall, Michael. How much run do I get out of an 850 milliamp 3S? It depends on the vehicle. If it's a lightweight, efficient vehicle, 35, 45 minutes, easy. If it's something heavier, like say Thor, maybe 15 to 20 at the most. 1/10 RC. Oh, I like the 1/10 RC stuff, man. Gary, I like that guy. I like the no turtle roof replacement thing and all that. You know, I hate it when mine laying on its lid. You got to kick it or something. I want to get the not new gray edition Clodbuster. I'm getting tears for you from the family, all four. Nice. Addicted, you're going to like it, man. If I was to get another Raminator, in all honesty, I would probably keep it gas. Probably keep it gas and more than likely like a 50 GT motor or something, you know, the Taylor 50 GT. But I have no need for no. Mine's got 4-wheel steering. I've got 4 Beast 2000s on this thing, guys. Literally $1,800 for 4 servos. But they got the best of the best. The internals, I don't care what brand they say is better. It's not. Let's see. Gory Boggs, you made it. Get a Latrax Teton. I just don't want to. The Teton just doesn't get my interest, you know. I mean, when I get the vehicles, you know, I mean, I'm interested in the vehicle. I don't look at just getting a vehicle. Oh, this video will get views. No, when I get a vehicle, man, I'm interested in it. And I've said it before. I think the only vehicle that I regret purchasing was the Losi Laser Nut. That one was, they took a truck that could barely handle 2S short course truck size wheels and tires, put monster 575 tires on it, a big brushless system, and said it was 4S capable. It just wasn't. Not even close. Not even close at all. And I was actually looking at the Laser Nut the other day, and the wheels I have on there, actually the Power Hobby, like a sand tire, and I've already spun a wheel hex in one of those. Yeah. To my CC02 Bronco. Gory Boggs, man, I wanted this CC02 really bad, but then I got to look at it and I was like, man, nah. I used to have a CC01 that I built up pretty darn nice, and that was pretty good. But anyways, however, for everybody on here now that wasn't here earlier, DSM Off-Road, they got a servo mount for the Element Ecto now. DSM Off-Road. I've also got their bunch. Oh, let me show you guys this. I've got to edit this video together. The base camp. Love this truck, guys. It's simple, easy. Right now I've got the Furatech Lizard 10 with a 1900 kV Parenti motor. Now, when I go up to the haul and crawl, this will probably be my most used driver for getting around and all that. However, I'm going to take this system out for that, and I'm going to put a Fusion 2300 Pro in it. So that will be my system when I go to haul and crawl. This will be a truck that I drive a lot up there. Ovonic Air 2200 milliamp 3S. It's got the DSM, check this out, DSM system right there. It runs through the axle truss right there, which means if you've got this thing tight, it'll actually pull the axle up, kind of like the little limit straps that I use, the bungee limit straps. And then it's got a really nice piece back here that kind of captures the roller. So very nice system. I did that video today, and hopefully I got to get it edited and hopefully get that uploaded here in a day or two. But I really like the bass camp. I really do. It's nice, simple, doesn't clickety, clackety, clackety. It's a very nice truck. The Metavon gears and bulks from a sledge and M2C chassis. What other parts recommend? Or the sledge and servo option. Fat Line Bulls. Do you have the Vidavon steering knuckles and hubs? I would recommend those. Also the Vidavon axles and all of that. His CVDs up by the diff actually have a 4mm pin on them things. Kind of beefy, but everything is beefy on there. I'll say the hubs, knuckles, maybe the axle shafts. His axle shafts are actually splined on that, so there's no more pin at the wheel or anything. That's a nice thing. Just got to make sure you keep that little retainer bolt tight. Use some medium strength thread lock on there, and you'll be good to go. I guess that would be about it. I mean, you could do the bell crank and stuff like that, the motor mount, which, yeah, I've already showed that video, the whole Vidavon stuff. Yeah, I've already showed you guys all that. But anyway, you can go as far as you want with it now. Joe, which Techno would I recommend for bashing? I think the best vehicle for bashing as far as brute strength would be like the e-buggy, because it has short arms. If not, get the 410 MT, which is basically still a 1/8 vehicle, though. For some reason they call it a 1/10. It's not really. But the 410 is good for backflips and all that stuff. Can't go wrong getting Techno. B Flinch, what wheels are on XO1? Those are the Pro Build wheels. Let me bring it down here. These are the Pro Build wheels. I got these from Cody at Dixieland RC. And the way I've got them set up, if you look at the back hubs, you see how they're inset. Look at the front hubs. They're out. So my rear tires are set up with a different offset than the front. The front axle is a capper. The rear axle is a 10.3. And it works really, really, really good. It's not the cheapest way to build, though, because you either have to buy a capper kit and then find you some 10.3 axles, which are, kind of hard to get. You go on eBay and you look up capper axles or 10.3 axles, and you get all that cheap knockoff pop metal junk. I still have plastic housings on mine, just because I don't want the junk metal axle housings. I could put the Vidavon 10.3 rear axle housing on it, and then the I don't think it's SSD, but there is a nice capper front housing I could use. I know the Vanquish has a nice capper front housing. I think it's $275, but it comes with all kinds of parts and pieces, so a very nice setup. Plan on keeping it gas. I will run it for a bit. Then 50 GT. I wouldn't have enough money. The 4-wheel steer kit for mine was only about maybe $350 to $360. It was the servos. That's where the money was. And I had the 4-wheel steer kit for probably 3 months before I was able to throw down the 900 for 2 more servos. What's going up with Frankie? Who makes a good dual servo mount for the SCX-10-2 to run a servo winch? I don't know about that, Mr. 1998, but you could check with 1/10 RC, DSM. Check with those guys, see if they have a mount in there that'll take care of that. Mike Moore, is there any must-do mods for the Mojave EXB? Not really. The issue we are having with the Mojaves, and we have it with the Creightons, and that's about it, is when they compress real hard on one side, the arm will flex and it'll allow the dog bone to come out. So I'm hoping to have a fix for that here in about a month. And it will be Vidavon. But I'm hoping to have a legit, honest to goodness fix for that issue soon. I saw the Ecto-24 today. It looks awesome. Ecto-24. The one that I gotta think of his name. The other channel, hold on. I was just messaging him earlier today too. The one that Texoma RC is building for me. Night bird trail, okay. I'm toe out, positive camera on my rock crawler. Portals, one trio axle on my Rift. Yeah, I heard that the Vidavon portals will fit the trio axle housings, which is kind of awesome. I didn't think that would go. All right. How about a Losi 5T Max 4 conversion? I've got the 5B, the TLR 5B, and I've actually got the motor mount from Vidavon for the Losi 5B. I've actually got that. I don't have this. No, I guess I don't. Well, I know I've got the main motor mount deal. I may have the motor support as well for the back of it. Yeah. Hex. Let me see, right pirate. Aluminum rims available. Is there aluminum wheels available for the Mojave? Yes, there is. However, they are, the way they're set up, they are for the Proline Hyrax tire. I think I've got some in here. Hang on. Let me see. I think, yes. I think these are them right here. Yep. These are them right here. And these fit the Hyrax tire for the Mojave. All of these right here, the Hyrax has a different bead on it, okay? These fit into the bead to lock it into place. So, and yes, I've got 4 of these. But they are nice. I'm actually tempted to use them on mine, but heck, the stock tires work really good on my track. And the Hyraxes, they're okay, but they're a lot slicker than what the stock tires are. Now, when I blow the stock tires up, if these haven't sold, I'll probably put them to use. Or if Proline happens to make a more aggressive tire than the Hyrax, with the same bead design and all that, the same size, I'll get those and put these to use. They are almost the same. Okay, as far as this right here, they are the same. Now the offset is different for the Mojave, and obviously it's got a big hole for the 17mm hex of the Mojave. The UDR has an 8mm wheel nut, so that's the biggest difference there. Otherwise, the same design all the way around there for the Hyrax tire. What is that? I saw it at my LS. Okay, nice, nice. The Ridge Rock, it is in there on the shelf. I did look at it the other day. Vidavon makes TRX4 axle housing. Yes, Jeremy. Vidavon does make TRX4 axle housings. They make TRX6 axle housings, complete with the reverse rotation in out thing and all that. Will 2.8 tires fit on the aluminum rims? These? No. I'm not sure which wheels you're asking about, but no, these are a split wheel. You got like a 3.0 here and a 2.2 here. So anyways, whew, boy. I got a lot of projects to do. And tonight's probably going to be a late night. So I'm going to try to get this at least started. I might use some of the old footage that I had when I was jumping the little guy right there catching air to see if I can use that. I haven't messed with the jump, so the old footage should still be valid. It's only a few weeks ago. The TRX4 K10, I want one, but I kind of want it like a display. I don't really have a use for that style of truck, but it's a beautiful truck. A cheeseburger. Got bacon on that. The Rich Rock is actually pretty neat. The issue that I ended up with was gearing and motor torque. It's got like a 380 size motor in it. I put the upgraded motors of 37 turns in or 36 turns in it, and that helped out quite a bit. But if I was to go to a real MOA, you know, RC 3-wheel drive, they have theirs. Or if I want to throw down $2,000 for the deluxe, I don't know if it's worth it for what I do, you know. Average car, do you have TRX4 housings in stock? I believe I do. I believe I have a set. If not, I'll have a set here in probably about a week. They'll be all black with brass. So, anyways, oh my goodness. What's crazy is I always have something I want to show, but I always forget about it. I already showed you guys the new diffs I'm going to put into the Senton. So we're good to there. Actually, yes, Shinru X, I have thought about some kind of a net back there. I really have. Landis, do I own Vidavon? I own a bunch of parts, but I am not the owner of Vidavon itself. That is Arthur Sang. He's in China. Arthur Sang. He is Vidavon. I'm planning on putting a Max 6 ESC and 2200 kV motor in my Mojave. Will I be wanting more, or is that? That's going to be plenty, buddy. Mike, every time I've run 8S on my Mojave, and every time I did, I ended up with diff problems. I had to tear the diffs all the way apart. And usually it was the inside diff gears in here. I had ring and pinion issues a few times when I did the Vidavon bulkheads. That actually held the pinion gear in place. So I haven't had any more ring gear issues, but it was the diff gears. And that particular Mojave, I traded it out. So I've got a Mojave EXB, and I've not got really, I haven't dared put 8S on it yet. In fact, it has a Gen 2 Hobby Wing system on it, and I'm fine with that. 6S runs good. I'm fine with that. You know, I don't know, man. 8S was just tearing those diffs up, even trying to drive easy. But 2200 kV, 6S on a Max 6, you should be good. Let's see. I think Spectrum system would run good in an X-Max 800 or 1250. If you do anything motor-wise, you know you've got to change the motor mount and all that, right? But I guess the Spectrum system would run. You'll still need the motor mount because it bolts up differently than the stock one. No, I guess it would do just fine. Off the top of your mind, Extreme RC Bashers, do you know of an aftermarket aluminum beadlock rim that goes on the capper that allows for the porta boxes to kind of hide inside there? Extreme RC Bashers, buddy, I've been after that ever since the capper came out. I will tell you guys, I am working on something that should take care of that. But the best thing right now on the market is either going to be the Team Garage Hack wheels, the bead locks, like I've got on this one right here. Granted, this isn't a SCX6 or SCX capper housing, But these right here are inset. So got those. Those are pretty good. They narrow them up. And the Pro Build wheels. I actually think the Pro Build wheels narrow it up even a little bit more than the Team Garage Hack when you set them up correctly. You see that right there. That's as much as I've been able to get as far as covering up the portals. So, working on something else though. Hopefully by the end of the year I'll have something. But I can't make any promises yet. Proline not right now. Proline Bronco body for my Senton. I'm too lazy to paint it right now. I just spray bomb my stuff most of the time. There's no need to go all into crazy with that. What is my favorite crawler to scale bash jump? TRX4. It can take a huge beating. I'm literally running 8S on my Max 6. Oh, a Max 6 will run 8S all day long. Yeah, don't worry about 8S on that ESC. Just worry about 8S in that truck. The truck will not like you. Be a little stronger than the Traxxas. Well, the Spectral stuff is basically a hobby wing. It's similar to the platform to the Ridge Rock. Drive shafts or a toe link for four-wheel steer. You know, I kind of like the looks of that truck that you're talking about, the Everest 10. It kind of looks like a weird mix of a monster truck. I just haven't ever got one. It has like the old school Axial axles, the Gen 7 style axles on it. It's a neat vehicle. I just haven't had the need to actually order one. Have I put the aluminum diff cases on the DBXLE? Absolutely. Yes, Steve N. Huge difference. Must have. Yeah, Extreme. That's the best I got for you at this point in time. I've been trying to get some other stuff done. Maybe I get my website up January 1st. Maybe I can get some actual Exocaged branded products. I'm hoping to do that. I'm actually testing out some tools and stuff that I got. I gave them to a couple of the local guys and said, here, use them, abuse them. If they break, they break, you know. Just to try to get some feedback locally on some of the stuff I'm trying to get some branded stuff, you know, my own website and all that stuff. Fat Line Bulls, Typhon or the Radix 6? I like both vehicles, but I would go with the Typhon. When's the Ultimate Vidavon haul? You know, I got to even look, are the rollback kits even still available? It was about 3 or 4 weeks ago I checked, and they weren't even taking pre-orders on them. I don't know if anything's changed. I haven't looked back in it, but it's still sitting on the stands, looking pretty. I like the video. Thank you, Average Car Guy. Andre, hey man, what do you think of the new Traxxas TRX4M? Andre M, I like it. I don't have one yet, but I can't wait to get one. And I want the Bronco. A cheeseburger. I do not have a hobby shop. What I do have is the track in the backyard. And if I get incorporated one way or another, I do plan to get some different dealerships with different brands and all that stuff so I can support my track. Having a track with no support is a limit. But if I can support my track, boom. And it might be limited, you know, tires and stuff like that. But having something available will be a huge thing. But I am hoping to have a website January 1st. Taxes, man, that's a crazy thing. I got to get past this year on taxes. Oh, the diff cups. I don't think I've changed those. I think they still have the plastic ones in them. I believe. I haven't had an issue with those. I haven't had an issue breaking the gears or anything with it, believe it or not. And as far as the skipping goes, when I first had it, that was in the big plastic case. It was just allowing the pinion gear to move around, and that was actually messing it up. Chris Johnson, are you making my own? I am testing some tools. These are not high quality ones, but I just kind of wanted to get something in my hands to where I could actually start testing some stuff out. So, I mean, these right here are what I got. I mean, although it does say Exocaged RC, they aren't like for sale. I'm just testing these out. Right there. It's just from VRC Hobby, kind of one of those things. And these are not the high quality top of the line ones. I mean, heck, they don't even have anything in the end of them for, you know, but just wanting to see if they'll actually hold up. If they do, good. If they don't, then at least I know firsthand, you know, kind of one of those things. I don't want to just buy these and say, oh, get these, they're all good and that, and they'll be complete crap. I don't want to do that. If I sell something and it's low quality, I'm going to say, look, it's cheap because it's low quality, no warranty, you know, something like that. But I want the best stuff, in all honesty. I really do. I want the best stuff. There's Torque Twist City. Everest 10 is Torque Twist City. 2.5 on that project. Brushless. Landis, yeah, when you convert that to electric, be careful because the electric has got so much torque off the line, your gears and drive line probably won't like it much. Good evening, Lord X. Oh my God, I'm like a Sith. With the branding or anything, I'm doing stickers as well. Yes, I actually will have a sticker pack available. Yes. I would like to see a TRX6 with Vidavon portals and Unimog body. Well, I mean, I've got the Vidavon portals for a TRX6 here. The hauler is basically TRX6, and I put the Vidavon portals all throughout that. There was a guy that had, it was in one of the Exocaged videos. A guy shows up, he has a TRX6, and he bought like the power wagon front with the Axial Unimog rear, painted all up. Man, it was beautiful. Drove great. I think it was out of St. Augustine, somewhere around there. Hey Joe, when did you stop uploading videos to YouTube? Brett, I haven't stopped. I put videos up every day. Oh, start. Okay, I was about to say, buddy, you need to check your settings. I guess I've been working on a channel about 4 years now. About 4 years. And a video, TRX4 Defender is what started the channel. I got one. I shot a couple really horrible videos just driving up and down the road. Put a brushless system in it, and all of a sudden people started watching. And that was actually the start of it. So the Traxxas TRX4 Defender basically started Exocaged RC. Man, all right. Tips for building a crawler track, a cheeseburger. Get creative. As far as the width of your tracks go, take a truck and set it down. Get your widths right. That's important. You can either have it set where you got 3 or 4 different lines on a wide, you know, obstacle or something, or you want a simple track. Just get creative, man. Heck, get you a big old pile of rocks, dump them on the ground, and start crawling it and finding lines and making adjustments as you go. That's how most of what I got back there was, you know. It's just kind of, it's a crawler. It doesn't need a perfectly manicured track, you know. Josh Williams, thank you guys. FPV on one of your cars. Man, I've done that. I've got a GoPro. And I just recently ran the UDR, and I've actually got the mount in the UDR for the GoPro. I did not even think about it. Maybe I can get that set up and use some GoPro stuff. I still got the apps and all, so I can put it on here. That would kind of be neat. The UDR did good on the track too. You guys will see it. It's up for all. I think the channel members already have that one. I think there's 3 that I need to turn over to the channel members, or possibly more. I'm not sure. Landon Denim, do you like real cars or just RC cars? Buddy, I like the real cars too. I built a real off-road truck. You know, I called it the Legend. If you look at the channel and you go way back, you'll find old videos of the Southeast Top Truck Challenge that I hosted. I ran that one. You'll see videos of the Legend, which is a Ford Ranger cab Exocaged. The cab was Exocaged. That's how the name Exocaged came about. So, and it had a Pro Rock 60 front, RCV CVDs, ARB in the front, 14-bolt rear, Detroit, 414 roller Windsor, aluminum heads, roller cam, monster transmission C6 with the off-road designs, 203, 205 doubler, Tom Woods drive shaft, high angle drive line, rear drive shaft, PSC full hydro steering. It had an air suspension on it that could raise it and lower it a foot, and it worked. So I literally built that before I got into RCs. When I got back into I was as a kid an RC guy, but crawlers, that's kind of my thing because that's kind of what I did in real life. It's not the same though. You don't get that butt pucker clinch when you're on a climb. You know, you're looking at the sky and your spotter's saying, all right, gas it. How much gas? Because you know if that thing slips wrong, you're going over. With RC, it's like, oh, I crashed. Pick it up, put it back on. It's not the same. All right. Now, making the Exoplex videos are awesome. Thank you, Mir. I appreciate that. We're still here, Jacob, talking. Awesome. Oh, I thought of using a telephone poles or PVC pipe as an underlying base for your jumps. I have thought about trying to fill that with other stuff, but right now I'm pretty good on the dirt. So I just simply, when I did that one, the sand, as I showed, it didn't pack. It'll never pack, but the dirt will. So that's what I did. And I actually, as we ran it this past weekend, man, we had a big weekend out here. You guys will see this video soon. I got to get my intro and outro for that. But we ran it a lot. So I was looking at that jump today, and I kind of noticed a few little rips, or not rips, but kind of ripples. So I'm gonna have to peel it up a little bit and actually get that out of it to resurface it, because it takes a little while for that dirt to pack, even though I ran the tractor over it. Marauder K, thank you. Welcome to Silver Member. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Joe Pinion. Oh, yeah, I forgot to pin my email address. Hang on, guys. exocagedrc@yahoo.com. All right. And the website will be exocagedrc.com. I've already got the domain name, but it's like just parked at GoDaddy, I believe it is. There we go. There's my email address. Thank you for reminding me of that one. Oh, thank you. I thought about that, and I actually back when RC crawler was the biggest thing, I guess that's still a thing, but there's this guy, man, I'll build you one, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So I sent him a body and $125, and the dude just gone. I'm like, well, all right, my first scam, yay! It happens to all of us. Sure, I'm Jacob, thanks, bro. Where is the Mr. Cat? He actually was in his little bed over there, but I guess he's already left. He came through, and I kind of petted him a little bit, but then he walked off. Usually he jumps up here and shows everybody his butt, but he didn't do it. All right. Exo, you be proud. I know you put the Gt5 through the ripper ringer. Keep getting it wet, dry it out, come back. This time put too close to the flue pipe. Oh, man. You melted it. That stinks. That's horrible. Man. But, dude, the Gt5s are nice. I know I've got 3. I think I've actually got 4 of them. what I should have done was jumped on them for $45 on Walmart and bought like 5 or 6 of them and just kept those in stock. You know, because they would sell locally for $60 after taxes and all that. It probably would have been good for $10. You know, plus I'd have had them here. You know, that makes a difference when you have the part here. You know, makes a big difference. Manila checking in. Hey, buddy. Joshua, have you check out those pics I sent you a few weeks ago? The Savage Capra build. I might have, buddy. I think I remember the email. Doing an Endura build chassis with Endura cheap Cherokee body. If I was to do anything with Endura, I'd probably just go with the body and put it on an actual Axial chassis. CJV, your thoughts on the Axial base camp? Man, you missed it earlier. Yeah, I absolutely love the base camp. Really, it's, in my opinion, way better than the full-featured 10.3, whatever it is, Jeep, JLU, KRP in Cincinnati, whatever. Simple design. It works absolutely great. I mean, really. I like the center-mounted transmission. I think it's a good truck. I really do. And when I go to haul and crawl, this will be the vehicle that I take on the trails or all that kind of stuff. I am planning to take, for haul and crawl, which will be at Cherokee Rock Village, I'm planning to take SCX6, the Rift, the 10.3 Base Camp, X01, and maybe something else. I kind of want to keep it within the trunk of my car, so I don't have to put my seats down and go through all that, you know? At least that's what I'm hoping for. But we'll find out. Plus, I'm going to pack some Vidavon stuff for sale, but not a whole lot, just a little bit. I should start the videos with something like, what's up, Exoplexians? Exoplexians. That's actually not bad, dude. Exoplexians. That's not bad. The Gt5 can handle 20 models, and I have one of them. I think this one might be maxed out at 20. Let me see. Let me see here. Actually, yes, it's maxed out. There is 20, which happened to be the Centon. I think there's 1 or 2 in there I might get rid of and put them on a different radio, though, so don't know yet. Now, Radio Link, they just released a new 8-channel radio, and I was talking with them. I actually sent them a video about 2 years ago about this radio. They've been working on it for a while, telling them everything that, as a crawler, we needed. I don't have my hands on one of them, but I am trying to get one. You know, I'm trying to get discounts, you know, always, because I buy so much stuff. But I am trying to get one. By the pictures, it looks really nice. Got a big color screen on it, like a whole phone or something. So I think they've done it right. I just hope they got momentary push button, 3-position momentary, stuff like that. That is important when you have winches and stuff. And this one, the biggest flaw in this one is it does not have momentary. So you can't put a winch on here, out, stop, in, stop. So unfortunately, you can't do it with the Gt5. Where is that at? Average car guy, what are we talking about with that? Haul and crawl. That's at Cherokee Rock Village in Leesburg, Alabama. Where you get that red wheel? I printed it off of a file from Thingiverse. Gt5, one-handed thumb controller, adapter thingy. What was my first RC car? In modern times, it was a crawler called the Venom Creeper. Many, many years ago, I guess about 79 years ago when I was a kid, I had a Radio Shack Camaro. It actually had the little wire on it for the antenna. I took that thing apart and I could not get it back together for nothing. I want to say it was about the size of our phones now. Right now I'm having trouble with my Rift. It connects to the receiver but doesn't steer or move. Okay, Wyatt, disconnect your steering servo. See if you get throttle control. Sometimes when a servo can go bad, it'll actually dead short inside. And if you don't catch that, you'll actually kill the ESC because it's dead shorting the BEC inside of the ESC. And usually if that circuit blows up, it kills the whole ESC. Hopefully all those SCs there work out for you. I just don't like how light, but performance is great. 6 channel is perfect. Yeah, $500 remote. I'm too rough to. Yeah, I don't have any $500 remotes. I even sold off my Futaba before PLS. Thoughts on the TRX4M and it being 1/18 with the market is taken to. Donnie, the TRX4M is absolutely awesome. Remember, there was no market really for the 1/24th until Axial did that and started pushing them. Now that Traxxas has got the 1/18th, I think Panda has some 1/18ths out there as well, or 1/16th or something like that. So Panda's got that. Supposedly, the Traxxas and the SCX24 Gladiator had the same wheelbase. I don't have them in my hands to compare, but that's what I've read. So, in all honesty, they opened up a new market, in my opinion. I just recently bought 1/5 scale crate and it's from 39 gearing. I purchased a low DBS at 2.0, both crate machine. I just recently watched it giving me a super goal. Dude, that 4-wheel steer on that Raminator was awesome. Way better. I was so worried about it as far as like having stability issues, as far as like the rear end trying to drift, but I didn't really seem to have that. I do need to tighten that servo saver up a little bit though. I do need to do that. But yeah, it actually is very nice in my opinion. Landon Dent, you remember my RC mower? I actually was looking at it. I took the 1060 ESCs off of it. I needed them for something, a winch or I'm not sure, but I actually was looking at it the other day. It's actually under my back porch. It's been sitting there for a year or two now. Man, that was an old video, buddy. 2-wheel drive Arma, so many stripped out drive cuts. Oh yeah, I had the Duratrax Evader. I had that one, the little 2-wheel drive. Before that was years ago, and I had the Traxxas Blue Eagle back when Traxxas was actually racing. So, yes, South Florida, that 8-channel radio link does look nice. It really does. Paul Clancy. Well, thank you, buddy. I try not to be. Same wheelbase. So it is the same wheelbase. Okay. I had heard it was. A cheeseburger. Vidavon or Trial. Now, I am a Vidavon dealer, so that's kind of where I lean to when I do my stuff. However, I do have some Trial parts as well. Trial wheels, I've got those on something in here. Run those. I've had the Trial LMT axle housings. In fact, my Rift there has the Trial shock relocations on the front. But since I am a Vidavon dealer, I tend to lean towards the Vidavon brand. Addicted RC, man, I was really happy with that 4-wheel steer. I just got to come up with, and I meant to look on eBay or something tonight, see if I can find some, I don't know how big a piano wire I can get, 3/16. I got to do something on the sway bar. I got to do something big and bad on sway bars. I know it's cool and all when it comes up and the tire's up in the air for the donuts, but for handling, you really want that thing to stay flat. And I'd love it. I love for it to stay flat, in my opinion. Now, Paul, the Radiolink 6GS, RC6GS I got is actually pretty decent. I've had the 4GS as well. But like I said, when I drive, I'm always one-handed, and even with the print adapter I had for that one, I would end up with a darn cramp right here in my thumb. So this right here just works so good. It's so easy for one-handed driving, man. And that's a lot of the reason why I stay with a GT5. I don't have issues. Best gyro on the market. The Radial Link gyro is real touchy. You're either way too much on it or too little. It's a point, at least on the 6GS, where it's just real touchy. That's good people. What's up, buddy? Brian Sedlers. Hey, man. The only thing that I would be able to tell you between the two, Vidavon and Trill, will be slightly different designs. That'll be about it. Chances are real good. You put a Trill housing in your vehicle, you're not going to break it. You're just not. You put a Vidavon housing in your vehicle, you're not going to break that either. So just choose what you decide you like. I think the prices are comparable on a lot of that stuff too. Dusty Renfo, best 1/5 scale basher. I'm thinking the DBXLE, just because it flexes so much. Man, you guys wait till you see this video where I get it done. Sean had his gas DBXLE out here on the track. He actually got an 18.5 second lap with that thing. So that will set the track lap record for gas, 5th scale. I don't recall what I got with the Losi TLR5. So, and it's not gas anymore, so I'm not counting it. GT5, great for rear steer. The GT5 rear steer for those kind of trucks, the rear steer obviously is on channel 3. Channel 1 has the gyro. So basically when you let up, the gyro is working on channel 1 just like it would normally, but the rear steer just locks, or it's supposed to, so long as the steering, the servo saver and all is tight and all that. As far as 4-wheel steer control, ease of adjustment, moving back and forth, that would be the hacked FlySky GT3C. All the controls are right here, like front steer, 4-wheel steer, rear steer. Then you can crab or 4-wheel steer it right down here, right here. Super easy, and I can get to all of them while I'm driving one-handed. One-handed. Oh man. Vidavon chassis for the sledge. I have an M2C chassis. That's a Vidavon, kept the factory indents. He did. I should make it even stronger. M2C chassis. M2C makes some nice stuff. I've got their crusher chassis for that guy right there, which, oh man. The channel members, hopefully you guys have saw that I did the Vidavon shock towers and all that. Man, I forgot how strong that thing was. Castle XLX2 with 1100 kV, overgeared. Man, I broke the wing off of it, broke the front body mounts right off. I still got to order parts. Oh, I tried on one hand. Well, you got to find a radio that's ergonomical for you. That's your one you like the best. That's the one you like the best, yeah. Kevin Talbot will be upset. Apparently, the X-Max is king. Well, the X-Max is considered a 1/6 scale, and the X-Max is the best of the big trucks, in my opinion. So he's not wrong. He's right. If I'm going bashing like that, I'll take an X-Max over a Creighton or the Outcast 8S any day of the week. Oh, I love Dumb Ideas, Chainsaw. That's how Thor came about. Dusty Renfro, thank you, buddy. Yeah, Thor came about from bad ideas. Unplugging the servo, but it's the same problem. Now the light on the receiver isn't on, and I just turned it off a little bit, turned it on. That's when it stopped. Oh, man. Did you unplug the ESC and plug it back in by any chance? If you did, you may have flipped or reversed the plug going to the receiver. Check that. Make sure that's correct. It's real easy to do. I really like the sled. One of my favorite RC meshers. Thank you, Dusty. Yes, sir. So did my bomber rift. Thor is partly my inspiration. Thor is awesome. It really is, but it's mostly useless. And it's too wide to put into a competition because it'll tear both gates down at the same time. I mean, it's awesome, but it's kind of useless. Did I see the M2C chassis? Yeah, I don't have that one out here right now. I'm going to watch this live while modding my Ridge Rock. But where I wrench has no Wi-Fi. Oh. Well, that stinks. Well, buddy, you're not missing much. I'm just running my mouth. No big deal. See, I might have to take Thor to haul and crawl as well. But the thing is, I have to mess with the battery on it because right now I run the 850 milliamp and it would not last long out there. It's big area out there. Will be perfect on the Prime RC. I just revisited my Max. Bulkheads, bearings. Found a wheel that makes handling great. Duratrax B-locks, perfect Max. Hopefully the Duratrax tires hang on for you. You say yours are B-locks, so maybe that's a nice upgrade. One makes a growling noise and clicks, and it has the spool. Vast. Check your pinion bearing on the inside, the inner pinion bearing. 10 by 15 by 4 bearing. If that's going bad, that could be it. Also, check your inner bearings on the hubs. I believe those might be a 10 by 15 by 4 on those as well. And generally speaking, your hubs will actually be kind of good when you're going straight. When you turn, you side load them. And that's when you typically hear the clicking of a bad bearing. I got a Primer RC. That is a truck. I'm not sure what Primer RC. Primal RC? Red Cat Volcano 16 review. I don't have a Red Cat Volcano. I got some other like cheap trucks off of Amazon. I've done those. I sent Joe at least that much myself for a bit of on. Yeah, Jacob, you've ordered quite a few things, buddy. I think the name. Yeah, the hatchets, they're okay. They get great tires, great connection and all that, traction and all that. Like mine on the Outcast 8S. They came apart twice on me on this last run. I did get a double backflip though. And I got a slow motion of the tire coming apart. Let me see if I can find that on my phone. I think you guys will like to see that one. Let me see. On a Thor video, sledge. Yeah, right. Let me see if I can find this clip for you guys. I think you'll like it. Man, I had to tape the body to the chassis. Let me see here. All right, that was it right there. All right. I'm going to try to play this for you guys, see if you guys can see this here. Look at that tire. Yeah, that thing came all the way off just about. I haven't even looked at it to re-glue it. Oh, it's totally off. Hang on for a second. I'll pull that and take a look at it real quick. This is a tire right here. Let's take a look at this. That's what you guys just saw right here. Looks like the tire itself is actually good. I don't know how, but some of the bead is actually on. How? it looked like in the video the entire thing was loose, but all of this right here is off, as you guys can see. It looks like the foam is still good inside, so maybe I can just add some glue. I think I've got some of that Cal RC glue, tire glue somewhere around here. But anyway, that's the Lock Up X's by Duratrax right here. So, yeah, those do like to come loose quite a bit. The last flavor of the Vidavon chassis. Yeah, man, the Vidavon chassis, it is nice. Of course, Proline are great out of 2.8 trenchers around Typhon. Big Rock, yeah. Dude, I love the Proline Badlands. That's one of my favorite tire, man. I mean, that's one of my favorite tires, the Proline Badlands. So let me see, we are at 8:30. Man, you guys keeping me on for a full 2 hours tonight, aren't you? All right, so, but I will wrap this up at 9 o'clock so I can work on the edit for the video that I did with the, oh yeah, the base camp and the DSM integrated recovery kit. You know, if you guys haven't messed with the DSM stuff, hold on a second, I'll show it to you right here. Check this out right here. Right there. Boom. This stuff is awesome. I'll see if you guys can see it right through there. See how all that's working out that? Then you just pull it up to this right here and you're good to go. And this new design right here actually has some screws right here. You can take the screws out and pull this and you actually tighten it or loosen it. So nice setup. And this, like I said, this will be my main travel vehicle for haul truck. I don't have any trailers or anything, but it is what it is. And that'll have the Fusion Pro 2300 kV in it when I take it out there. Oh, you have the middle diff locker thing in your Rift. Mirror, yes sir, I do. I've tried every kind of diff you could possibly do in that thing and just constantly have issue with it. So it is spooled all three, the front, center, and rear. Well, they're for the X-Max. They're an X-Max size tire, so yeah, they're kind of beefy, Jacob. Southwest Florida. Good job, dude. You'll like that Gt5, buddy. The recovery kit. I'll show this in the video. I haven't got it edited enough to even show you guys. But if you look up DSM on the channel, you'll see me using it. You have a climb, right? You're trying your best to get up there. And you can't make it, so you pull this out and you hook it onto something. And it has tension on the line. And that tension, 99% of the time, is enough to get you up and over. Drive right up the thing. It's amazing at how well it works. Really. I guess a year or so ago, the CB mic, little spool thing, little plastic piece, I did that in a Capra, and man, what a difference. You know, I rarely build for a winch, even though I have a couple of them. But if I'm going to do something like that, it's almost always a DSM at this point. Pull it out, hook it, go. No extra channels, no momentary, none of that. You just go with it. I mean, really. 13 likes away. We're 12 likes away from 100. Just need 12 more. Woohoo! We get 100 likes, get in the triple digits tonight. We got about 27 minutes to get it. I'm not sure about that one. I think they have a micro receiver too. I want to get myself. I haven't seen the micro receiver, but I might need to try to get one. Recovery kit is just basically yes, cheeseburger is basically a piece of bungee cord in its basic terms. It's just got the hook on it, got the stuff already set up for you. The installation kit on the back part is actually a roller. So the line runs from the front to the back and then back to the front. This way you have, say, 24 inches of cord that can pull out 3 foot. So if you only have one piece from the back here, you'd only got 12 inches. So maybe 1.5 foot stretch out, way out there. So anyway. Oh, so you found it on you found it on Walmart, didn't you, South Florida? eBay or Amazon. Yeah, if you got it for 57 though, I saw it on Walmart.com for that for 57 bucks. And I've got like 3 or 4 of them, so I'm good. But and that one guy messaged, man, he got his for $46, $45 and some change. I think it was Walmart. Yeah, if you look up Fly Sky Gt5, if you look in the little things over there where they show where you're shopping for it, Walmart pops up, and you can get all kinds of weird things. I think you can even buy full Traxxas from Walmart, but it's just one of those things you don't expect. But you can order it. You can order it. Maybe I need to put a link up for that. I can put a community post with a Walmart link for it if you guys want. Patrick Long, Capra or SCX3? Depends on what you want to do. If you want to do scaled competitions, SCX 10.3. If you want to do just crawling around having a good time, get yourself a Capra and control that suspension. Put a decent motor, ESC servo, and you'll be happy. Yeah, dude, Walmart, they can get all kinds of things. I shop at Walmart. That's where I typically get most of my work shirts, but they didn't have the good old pocket tees, so I had to order them off of Amazon. Hey, we're at 105 likes now. Haha. Thank you, guys. Because mom and pop stores sell on Walmart.com, you find all kinds of stuff. Okay. That makes sense. Addicted. That makes sense. But yeah, and like when you're on eBay and you're shopping stuff and you look at where it's coming from, if it says Chico, you're getting it from A-Main. Sometimes it'll actually say A-Main on it, you know. Horizon Hobby sells on eBay as well. So, I don't know about Monopoly. It's just, they got, my goodness. I mean, if you were to get locked into a Walmart for a week, you'd be just fine. Just fine. As long as power didn't go out, you know, and you had access to all the stuff. I mean, you'd be just fine. Everything is there. Make you a big old soft bed with all them pillows. I have not driven a Kraken RC vehicle. I have a buddy with a Gt5, and it's pretty darn awesome. Big old billet aluminum rear axle housing. Very nice. Chainsaw, really? About $1,000? Did you use an affiliate link chainsaw? I've been buying all kinds of stuff from A-Main. I got to get the wing mount and all that for the Outcast 8S too. And what stinks is I got one A-Main package today, and I've got another one on the way that might be here tomorrow, and I need to order again. Crazy. Still be fine because of camping gear. That is true. The camping gear is there. That is true. King of the Hill, Mega 2 Mart. Thank you, Chainsaw. I appreciate it. Everyone to subscribe. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you guys are watching this and you haven't hit the subscribe button, click that thing. So, and anyway, yeah, we got about 20 minutes to go. Go get some coffee filters for tomorrow morning. I'll be have a running video. Okay. CCO2, okay. You live in Walmart for a long time. Yeah. And if you have power and you're into RC, well, you know what? You got those. If you're into working out, you got that. You can probably push some of them shelves around and make a nice bike track. They got skateboards. Don't go breaking any limbs in there. You might be in trouble there. But they got the whole pharmacy. They got some good stuff in there, you know. Drinks, all kinds of drinks, everything. Man, and just think about all the beef they've got out there. Man, you could cook all that. Dude, you would live like a king being stuck in Walmart for a while. Man. Good 1/10 scale servo for the X-Max. When you get that little adapter, in my opinion, you got two choices. The Reef's Raw 500 or the Power Hobby 729. Those are very good servos for that truck. I've got the Raw 500 in my orange X-Max, by the way. Commander Astig, what's up, buddy? We got about 20 minutes to go. Oh. I don't know what a carabiner is. I'll turn that floor into a drift track. Oh, man. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Man, we were at the Exoplex, obviously, right? We were talking about trying to find somebody to throw down and pour us a concrete pad for like some on-road racing or drifting or something. Because I've got the driver stand, I got the off-road track. Well, I could put the concrete pad on the other side. And then you got a driver stand that you could use both sides of the driver stand for, which will be pretty darn neat in my opinion. But we were looking at prices in like 10 to 15 grand. I was like, I need to find a rich benefactor, somebody with a couple $1 million that don't know what to spend it on. I can spend it, at least a little bit. Oh, dude, nice, Brian. Heck yeah, man. Family is always number one, buddy. Here's Jim calling me back. You guys got to wait for 19 more minutes, and I'll give him a call. Oh, turn that phone to yeah. Generators. You guys were asking about the cat, right? You're probably about to see him. He's down by my leg right now. Drift racing on the Razor scooters. Heck yeah. The X-Max 1. Did you have any damage from the hurricane? Brian, all I had was maybe a couple little limbs fell. That's kind of standard issue for any storm. Yeah, it was pretty good. Sergi, what do you think of the Axial Rift? Thinking about getting one. Man, I like my Axial Rift. The stock ones, the issue you're going to have are the rod ends will pull apart or break. Steering rod ends are the same way. Other than that, I mean, the stock vehicle is actually pretty decent in my opinion. I know there are some guys out there, they just think they are the worst thing Axial has ever made. Axial could make a full-on 24-karat gold bar, and there'd be somebody out there saying, oh, it's the worst gold bar ever produced. So you kind of got to go at it like that. But I like mine. Yep. What's up, Sam? He's looking at me. He's going to make it up here. The SCX, told you guys, don't you get on the computer, you'll mess it up. SCX 6 is pretty awesome. I like mine. The world does not want to see your butt. Oh, you just sitting right there, big boy. Yep. There you go. Ease down. There you are. All right, so he had to come say hi. All right, buddy. Oh, man. I want the body of the new SCX 6. I want the body off of that, in all honesty. I don't need a whole nother SCX 6. Good gracious. UFRC Ghost Rabbit. Stupid expensive. I have not seen the Ghost Rabbit. Opinions of 24s. Some people really like the 24s. I've got one being built by Texoma RC. And I think it's pretty darn awesome. How long have I had Sam? I think my pictures for him go back to 2019. So, and he was literally born behind my couch. Oh, all right, buddy. Get this old fat boy down. There you go. Relax. Oh, I've already got cat hair on my table now. He's about, yeah, I think he's about 4 years old now. Got pictures on my phone all the way back to there. His mama came up, made friends with us, dropped him off, and, well, mama knew what she was doing. Different bodies. I would love to see some different bodies for the SCX6, but at least we have that Toyota-looking thing, right? Which is actually better if you're going to trail drive it, in all honesty. Less overhang, less all that stuff. Brian, the cat's name is Sam. He had a brother named Dean. If any of you guys watched Supernatural, that series when that was on, that was while they were Sam and Dean. And Sam and Dean went hunting, and apparently something, or Dean decided to run off on another hunt or something, but I've got Sam left. Not sure what happened to Dean. How about the FMS monster truck? Look at it. That is a really neat looking truck, the FMS stuff. G-Speed SCX6. If I was trying to do like a competition thing, SCX6, I could see that. But I'm fine with the metal chassis. DSM ears must be ringing. Are you guys ordering DSM tonight? I know, Cheeseburger. It is kind of sad, I know. But at least I got to keep one of the brothers. Brian, I saw a video of this dude that was on TikTok, and he says he has a hairless cat. And it's the greatest thing ever, except that poops on his walls. It like backs up and like puts little Hershey kisses on the walls. Any truth to that? Yes, Sam, now we're talking about cats. Good job, buddy. Mm-hmm. All right. I guess you killed the whole chat, because now I'm not getting any comments. Oh well. Oh, yours don't? Okay, that's good. From a crawler track video, Sam was extremely well paid. Cheeseburger, Sam has been around RCs his entire life. He knows not to mess around the faster ones. And I make sure he's not around when I'm running those. If I'm running anything fast up and down the yard, I make sure I double check. I'll make sure he's nowhere in sight. Crawlers, he's fine with those. Nobody wants to see your butt. I'll get censored by YouTube showing cat butt. Keep that thing down. Oh, all right. Do you know anywhere I can get 14 millimeter hub extensions, 5 millimeters long? I'm assuming for something like the Centon or something. I haven't looked. Have you checked Amazon? Maybe they have a bunch of those parts like that there. Your favorite crawler I've built? That's a toss-up between Superlight SV1, Superlight 2, and Exo 1. Thank you, Morton. Smells like a mushroom when he needs a bath. Watch your booty. I'm gonna put a diaper on you next time. I hope not. I don't want to see any cat butt. Oh, thank you, South Florida. That was way more work than what I had anticipated, but I think it worked out pretty good. Paddles on a Typhon, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I love cats. Sam is pretty much my cat takes off, my crow move. Yeah, Sam has been around RCs his entire life, so it really doesn't. I tried to get him to ride on the Raminator, but he won't stay on it. All right, so we got 10 minutes to go, guys. Sam, you want to say hi to the world? Picking hairballs off of him. But anyway, did you guys, speaking of paddles on the Typhoon, did you see the one where I put the black mambas on my Typhoon? Did all the backflips? That's pretty good. So I've tried everything and nothing working. So what receiver? Why do you have any other way to power the stock receiver? As far as radio goes, Wyatt Gt5, buddy. That's what I have on mine, and it is phenomenal. I don't know, Sam. You looking at everybody weird? Oh, he's looking at the camera. You looked at the camera. Ha ha. I can't believe you actually looked at it. Check on Amazon. I found some company out of China. They were 14 millimeters long. That's a lot of spacer, buddy. Going to add a lot of load on your bearings, steering, all that stuff. Yeah, those black mamas are awesome on the little Typhoon. God, nice. My base tire just in there. Small race. Yeah, the Black Mamba tires, they're good for play, but you have to if they're on the crush locks, then they fall over too bad, they roll too bad, and they don't hold very well, especially on anything heavy. I found that out on one of my vehicles. As I was jumping it, they would kind of fall over and it would make the jumps go sideways. So yeah, Sam. Now I got to take a roll of tape and clean my shirt off. All right, we got 9 minutes to go. If you guys have any quick questions, might need to pop them up there real quick. Ow. All right, buddy. Down. Yep. There you go. Have a seat down there, buddy. The Gt5 comes with a 6-channel receiver. Yes, it is 6 channels. They come out with other sizes of Mambas. Man, I would love to see the Mamba tire for an X-Max. Think about how awesome that would be. But they would have to be fat. Like, you know, this for an X-Max. Man, that would be... Man, I wonder if we could start breaking axles on the X-Max with those. They would be awesome. Build them with the same carcass as the Badlands. Man, they would be awesome. Why I try to go live every Tuesday, but sometimes I miss them. I just got a lot of stuff. I got to go do things. Sometimes life gets in the way. And like some lives, you know, they only go like an hour. You know, I don't have a lot of stuff to show sometimes, and you know, shut it down at an hour. But like right now, I got to get started on the Scorched RC inner fenders. Got to get that video started and go see what we got. Yep, Morton, awesome, Austin. What is the highest gear ratio I can run on the stock X-Max motor ESC? I probably wouldn't go more than 20/50. A lot of people like the 20/50 ratio with the stock setup. So that's probably where I would go with that. Typhoon always amazing when it takes a beating. It really does. And you know, I've got the metal arms on my Typhoon, and for some stupid reason, I like them. I don't know if it's a mental thing, but it just feels more positive on the control, if that makes any sense. It just feels more positive. Oh, DSM Off-Road is up here now. I've been showing your stuff on the 10.3 base camp, your servo mount, all that stuff. I've been showing them. 2051 yep. More of a true feel. Yeah, and you know, I don't know that the stock arms were flexing all that much, in all honesty. I know when I took the stock arms off, the bottom hinge pins were kind of bent like an S. So, you know, evidently I landed wrong hard on something like that. Did metal arms still need to be shimmed on the Typhon? You're talking about the top ones, the front ones? The little plastic shims that go into there, yes. I do have those. And it looks like I have one in front and behind. So I could actually put them both in front and get a little more caster on it. But I like the darn metal arms. These are the titanium color ones. So everything moves free. I've crashed it. I don't know that I've actually bent any pins. The knuckles are actually off of the Creighton 6S. So it's a little bit wider. I think about 10 millimeters wider or something like that. So I did widen it up a little bit, and the thing runs great, man. Hobby Wing Gen 2, and this actually has the KST servo, the 815. So, am I a UGRC dealer or a Vanquish dealer? No, sir, I'm not a dealer for either of those two companies. Vidavon, and I do some reef stuff, and every now and then I wheel and deal with Holmes Hobbies. My LMT has a Monster X ESC and an old Tekin 2650 kV motor. Now the Mega Rift, as I call it, which is just a LMT on that one just has the stock system in it, the stock motor and stock ESC, and it does fine for what it's built for. My chassis fully scratched silver. Yeah, I like the silver chassis. Obviously, this is a stock chassis, but the silver, when you scratch it, it doesn't really show up as bad as anodized does. 3-link or 4-link for crawlers? I prefer 4-link, even in the front with a servo on Axial. Now, if you got a steering in the chassis, servo in the chassis, obviously you got to have the 3 links here and then the panhard link. Oh boy, Jim Watt is coming up to haul and crawl. Heck yeah. Jim Watt. I'll be talking to him in about 3 minutes. We'll be wrapping this one on up here. Am I still running the stock motor on the Raminator? Stock motor, no sir. It's all electric. It's got the 500 kV motor from Fine Designs. I still left that in there. Still has the clutch in there and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm fine with the clutch. I took the springs off and it's just awesome. At least I think so. Ivan Burgess still running the Rift. Yep, I had a video of that up here recently with the Power Hobby tires, the Defender 2.2s. And I have another one that I need to check and see if I've got that uploaded yet. But it's on the Proline Baja Pros. On the Proline Baja Pros. Still has the Mamba X ESC in it, the 2100 kV Holmes motor. Great combo for me. My TLR type, I don't beat it up. Like B5, turn into a truggy. Yeah, I beat my vehicles up. Not on purpose, though. Just every now and then I crash. Currently making a recovery kit for the Ridge Rock. Is that for DSM? Cheeseburger? The stock electric. Oh, yeah. I still have the stock 500 kV motor, yeah, from the Fine Designs. I'm fine with that. I mean, 12S, that thing stands up. I like the water cooling of it. I like the clutch. I can't get the clutch on the 560 motor by Hobby Wing. If I could, I would have that in there. But, heck, I don't have any issues with the 500 kV motor, in all honesty. It does perfectly fine. Paddle tires over regular tires. Now, here's the paddle tire thing. Paddle tires are absolutely phenomenal. They hook up, they run, but once you get on top of the sand at least on my track and stuff I've done, they actually have a slower top speed. It's like they have so much resistance grabbing and throwing the sand, it kind of takes away from your top speed. But man, they hook up and launch like a dream. Don't stand behind them either. But I would rather do, like for racing, I want a regular knobby size type tire, at least for my particular track. Oh, can you put one on it? Well, sure. You'll just have to get creative. I moved the battery tray on my SMT10 to the front of the chassis. Locked all the discs running your hobby wing. I bet that thing gets a little bit wild, doesn't it, Max? Locking up the discs on a monster truck like that makes them kind of hard to control sometimes. All right, guys, it is 9 o'clock. We are going to wrap this one up here. I'm going to click that little button. I want to thank everybody for being a part of the live stream tonight. You guys are awesome. I mean, really, you guys are why I'm here. So you guys are awesome. Thank you guys. You guys kept me on for 2 hours tonight. I love the rapid fire questions, man. You guys keep me talking. When I get talking on my own tangents, that's when things get a little bit crazy. Take it easy, DSM Off-Road. Catch you later, buddy. Paul Clancy, later. Steve N, later, buddy. Addicted, catch you later, man. 8 Flinch. B Flinch. Thanks, Art JD's. Another great show. Thank you, buddy. Joe's RC. Any guess on what the new Axial release will be right before Proline by the Fire? I haven't heard of that. If it's interesting, I'll buy it. How many likes? I'm looking at 116 likes. Exoplexians, mirror depth. Exoplexians. I'll have to remember that for one of my videos. I'll have to remember that one. Exoplexians. That's actually pretty cool. All right, guys. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate that. Christopher Daniels, later XO. Take it easy. Nick Daniels. Catch you later. All right, guys. Time to push the big X. You guys are awesome, and I'll be seeing you guys first thing in the morning. I have no idea what's going up right now. I'll figure it out. Guys, catch y'all later.